Welcome to this lovely Monday. It's 2 a.m. Central European Time, and welcome to my happy place. Hello, everybody. I'm Andy here at Start at Frame 1. Very happy you joined today. Welcome to all the folks at Twitch. Welcome to everybody at YouTube. I'm a little bit stressed out today. I just basically set up everything for the stream. I hope everything is working so far. We missed the lovely music, I think, at the beginning, which is given to us from Bolz and Knecht. Check out their homepage. Just no. Oh, let me see. I get it. There it is. Thanks a lot for the music. And I think we're gonna have new music very soon. We're gonna see. But anyways, so today is episode number 16. I hope you are all doing well. And I'm gonna switch to my tablet here. And let me see. I won't get any background music, so get your own stuff. Enjoy yourself. Listen to whatever you feel makes sense for today. I won't limit myself to copyright-free music, so I'm gonna do... let me see, what could we listen to? All right. If anybody actually should be interested, for whatever reason, I mean, nowadays you don't know what people want, you just give it to them. I think I can share my playlist here, and to the happy folks as well on YouTube. If you are interested, I did this little... This playlist is continuously evolving. It started off with some chilled old school hip hop, went somehow into a more funky section, soul, and I don't know where it is right now, but that's what I'm gonna listen to now. If you wanna listen to it as well, feel free. And I just wanted to check if maybe... I think we're gonna wait until, because today is an important episode. We are basically done. I couldn't do anything else from where we ended the last time, but the animation was basically finished. This is not the finished clip yet. I definitely want to add in maybe some sounds, maybe some stuff around the animation, so it's gonna get a little bit more exciting. And here you are basically seeing what I described last time. Like, Krita takes a hell lot of time to open this file. Talk about SSD drive. It's SSD hard drives. Very slow. So let's see. I haven't seen it since Friday, what we've done so far. We animated the smoke last time. And yeah, the last time here that you see, which is not rendered at all, I should finish that, because the googly eyes is basically the only thing that changes here. I'm happy to announce that I think I solved my coffee problem. It was definitely the coffee, not the milk. And now I'm back on my usual coffee routine. All right. So I haven't drawn anything today, so you see that Greta opens the file twice. That may be the reason why it takes so long to open it, as it opens twice. And he says the document with another name, actually. Do you want to save it? Like, you ask me if I want to save version 10 when I actually have 15 open. So those are things that maybe won't get Gritter right now into my professional workflow when I work on client projects, because I don't trust it yet. Actually, I love working on it, but I don't trust it. Not a bit. All right. So why wouldn't we start with some... Oh man, that coffee's so good. I feel over the top. I'm wondering what that new coffee that doesn't give me those oat flakes has in it to energize me in that way. Or probably it's just because I was so stressed, and now finally I got those 2 hours of streaming. And it feels like now, yeah, this is the happy place. That could also have been a very good name for the channel. Okay, let's get our pencil, and let's see where we start off. Touch off. So I don't know. Do we want to have heads? Do we want to have abstract shapes? Do we want to have Atrib in the house? Hello, Atrib. Nice, you made it. How are you, my friend, on this lovely Monday? I have no idea what time it is where you are sitting right now, but I'm happy you found the time. So I'm just warming up here. There's just a few lines. Let's see what's happening here. What I'm making today, I have no idea, man. I have a few things that I would take off my bucket list, and the stream would actually be a very cool thing. And there are a few characters that I want to bring to life. I don't want to go as crazy as we did with the last character. But I was thinking about maybe just some subtle facial expressions to, because I have quite a lot of illustrations in the pipeline, and I'm not posting them as I was hoping maybe we can bring them to life. And I like the idea of making a little looping clip out of it, and not only posting a still image, but yeah. So now I see some kind of a... I do this kind of warm up a lot, and I like about what kind of stuff comes out of it. So now I'm seeing kind of a helmet here. Perspective is a little bit off. We will see. Do you have any... Well, you come from... You told me you're not actually doing frame by frame animation, are you? Or is there anything particular that you feel could be of any use for you to see today? Is there anything I can... We can have a closer look, so we can learn with you. That could be something we could do. So I don't know where the perspective went off here. I don't know if you see that kind of a maybe I'm influenced by the news that went through media that Daft Punk is gonna split up or has split up. So big news flash. I know Daft Punk songs, but I've never really been into the music. I think the song that hit me most was Around the World, as the music video was amazing. And I think all the songs they did together with directors that I actually admire. So things they did with Michel Gondry. Yeah. Oh well, that was a great warm up. So no, that didn't come that much out of it. So let's see. Let's have a look at the character that I wanted to. Let's see. I have a few in stock. I think. Did I export them? Maybe I have them on my iPad. So I think I'm gonna get the iPad and give you a range of characters. I think there are 3, and we can decide together what kind of animation we can do. Sorry for that crappy preparation today, but I'm gonna be back in just a second. I don't have the iPad here, I think. So give me just a second, right? Bada bang! I'm back. So let's see. I'm gonna give you. How many characters do we wanna choose from? I have this series that I that I'm working on, which is basically the same style that we did before with the colors and the rendering. So therefore I now that we animated one character in this style, I felt I don't want to post just illustrations of the series. So to be to have the same style with all the illustrations, I want to animate them all probably. So this one is called Mascarita Save. So I'm gonna be able to show it to you in a second. And this one is basically, well, it's not really finished. All right. Done, saved. All right. So let's see. This is the very first character. I think I showed it once in the stream. This one I thought could be fun to animate. A little bit of the smoke, and maybe he lifts his eyebrow, moves the mouth a little bit, and that's it. Maybe I'm gonna animate the text, the typography, but that would be basically done in After Effects afterwards. And maybe just the popping up or something like that. And here is another one. This is option number 2. Smoke is pretty hard. Yes, it is, but here we have a very simplified one that basically doesn't expand too much. I have a hard time with the smoke when it really expands, but the cigarette smoke is basically a very thin line that wiggles around, so I'm optimistic that we could do that. And option number 3 is this one. And as they're, I feel like the facial expression of those two guys is kind of pretty plain. Here I see a little bit more of possibilities to animate from. I don't know. Anybody against this character and wants to do another one here? I'm open. Like on the long run, I would like to animate the 3, but so here we could just lift up a little bit the eyebrow, the eye, and at the same time, like the face would stretch a little bit out. So let's have a look how this could look like. So I want to open the file. So, and now this is the reference. I'm gonna lock it. If I lock it, can I still? Yeah, I can at least. And I want to have some background. So. Okay. And what I'm now gonna do, I don't gonna animate the smoke right away. I first want to see what kind of key poses I could come up with. And basically just have a pose A and a pose B and try to transition from between those two poses. Let's crack up a little bit the we're on white. Okay. Probably gonna reduce the opacity a little bit. So have a little bit more wiggle room to really get the line. If I was drawing with opacity 100%, like there's the line and that's it. So every time I go over this line, there won't be any improvement. Okay. So I'm thinking about the whole face as a, let's see, let's try to make it as simple as possible for the beginning. Go very strategically. So if I imagine like here is my eyes, this is my nose, here's my mouth, this is the middle line. All right. So what I'm thinking now, as one part of the face is gonna lift, like the faces can be stretched quite a lot when you do animation. So I want to lift this part, like the eye, and at the same time the chin is gonna go down. So let me Let's see. So now this part of the face is gonna lift up, and I want to see if I can make this affect the whole face. This one is gonna go further down. Could probably work later on to actually make it more extreme. Okay, let's let's build on that. So you see, I'm just doing build, get in the. So this is basically like the whole face is gonna stretch. Okay. So this mouth, like his lips, for example, they would go further down. See how this is gonna look. And here we have our eyebrow. This is gonna get up. So yeah, this is basically a mesh. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with meshes. I know them from After Effects. So mesh warp, for example, you basically have those lines on top of your graphics, and then you can tweak them how you want. And I think that's a pretty cool technique, I suppose. We will see. Now I'm gonna. I definitely see where this is, or at least what I see where it's heading. Feels like it's exactly what I wanted to head to. Right, I like it. So the ear, how's the ear gonna be affected by this? It's getting bigger? No, it shouldn't get bigger. Okay. Okay, let's see with the eyes. Jack, you're starting a new job later. Nice. Not even finished your studies and already having a job? That sounds good. So really appreciate you. It's not art related. if it's not art related, it is probably art related, because every job that is not art related is basically a common job for an artist. That makes sense. Exactly, it just need income. Art isn't the right one. So yeah, happy you made it. Welcome. I'm just working on this character that you've already seen before, and I wanted to keep it simple this time, just giving him a little bit of facial expression. So I was waiting to post the illustration, but I felt it could be animated. So what just happened? I have no idea. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, man. So what I basically started to do is kind of a mesh. Now you already see a lot of, so what you see here, there's this square with those separation lines, and then I stretched them out as it was some kind of a mesh, and try to use those lines as a guide. And I think it is basically what I was imagining. And yeah, let's see where this is going. So here the side is slightly lifted. I don't like the shape of his eye here. It looks like an eggplant. I'm not sure. And then he has this Sylvester Stallone eye. It just looks kind of. Here, maybe we switch this. This would go a little bit more, a little bit steeper. Sure, all right. Here we're gonna have a little bit more of a stretch. And okay, we should save this as well before it's too late. Okay. This is number 16. Okay. So probably gonna put in the cigarette as well. Oh, it's so nice to do this part of the animation again. The cleanup was yeah. Was a little bit too much with all those details. Okay. So let's refine the shape here a little bit. We're getting closer and closer to our actual character design. So for now, I'm probably gonna leave out the details of the beard, so I can read it a little bit better. And during the animation. It's funny, and it feels like now I'm seeing things that are not really working, as for example this hairline. So it's maybe a good thing I animate it before posting. Okay. So the hairline. I just drew on top of my reference, and I think I'm gonna lose the reference here as I am badly influenced by it. Okay. Here I got a little bit confused on what is what. So here I'm missing kind of a cheekbone. Hmm. He looks kind of dumb. And I think it's because of the Stallone eye. Still feel like this hairline is off. Let's see. Oh. I think I mean, it works, but I feel, I don't know, when I look at the illustration, I see this pretty, I don't know, he's like a, I don't know why, but I somehow I feel he's like some, he's bad news. And this expression is not actually bad news to me. It's like, don't worry about that one. Bad news, Joey. Maybe this eye will open up a little bit as well as stretch. And now he's starting to look. He's how do you call it when your eyes like crossed eye? Is that the term? He's crossed. He's crossed eyed. Cross-eyed. Yeah, right. Okay. And probably that's already the problem here. Like, look at those two pupils. Like, no, that's probably already a problem here. We need bad news, not some. A different size, yeah. And I now feel like this one has to go as well a little bit more towards this side. This is actually funny when he it seems like he's, I don't know, he also does quite a lot of movement, like when we obviously want to exaggerate. The right one, do you think his right one? No, yeah, you probably think this one, huh? At least that's what I would. Yeah, that's probably the thing, right? They should be the same altitude. Because even if you have your eye more closed, like they still are at the same height and at the same. So funny. The on this weekend I was also drawing, and it's so incredible, interesting, like how a complete face can change by just moving. Just a few attributes or a few elements, like space between nose and mouth, or mouth and chin, or how far the eyes are away from each other. It really creates a complete new character. And I think on the long run, you want to have the uh, ability to directly point out those details to make specific changes, knowing how the specific changes or specific areas of the face affect the overall impression of the character. Yeah, totally. I agree with you, Jack, here. They should align. Even if they wouldn't align, if they would be off, it's basically the eye in the front should be lower as it's close, slightly closer to us. No, it looks all right, I think. All right. So I never do, or I don't do that very often, and I feel like I hadn't even really understood how this system works with the X sheets. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but in animation they have this, like this is pose A, which would be this one, and this is pose B, or not even, like this is pose B, and then we're gonna go back to pose A. Now we just wanna draw in a little guide on how we wanna animate that. I first want to go from A to B, as I'm not really sure how I would draw in a overshoot. So basically I want to draw in here. I'm gonna start here, and the further away I'm gonna draw in a line here, which gonna represent another image between A and B. The further away it is, the faster it is. So at the beginning I want to ease out, and I probably want to do something like this, and this is the overshoot. And I'm pretty sure I'm not doing it right. Normally you would, like, there are those arcs that show, like with these arcs I define like this pose is straight in the middle on the timing, at least between those two. This one is probably in the middle of those two poses, and here I don't have a reference as like half of whatever we've got here. This one. Now I'm just experimenting now. I have no idea if this is actually the right approach. And as I don't have to communicate with other animators, I think I can do it like so, as long as I understand what I'm doing there. And I'm just doing it right now like so, and see what kind of problems I'm getting into with this approach. Let's see, the other question is, do we need to animate anything on his on the upper body? Let's see, we're gonna draw in everything. Then I'm gonna lose the reference and see if it looks too stiff and unnatural. Okay, I drew on the wrong one. So again, Yeah, I should definitely get more information on the X sheets and how they actually are being used. Because I'm pretty sure they are very helpful. So with that one, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 poses in between, which is already a lot. What is this? Color adjustments. Okay. Not sure. I feel like his head should be more lifted. So the height of the face that is gonna be different due to the stretch. It's gonna be compensated towards the top. I don't know if this makes sense. Is this gonna look? What I don't like is it seems like he's sucking on the cigarette, and I don't want that to be the impression. I just want him to lift his eyebrow, and I think we need a more subtle movement down here. Let's save this and save this as a second version. This one was just a warm-up. Let's close that. Well, I hope Alan Blaze is gonna shed a light on those mysterious stuff once I joined his online class on facial expressions. So till then, we are basically more or less just with a flashlight in the dark, and I hope after his class there is, well, it's a little bit better, I think. What do you mean with a circle movement? You go like that. I think that would be very subtle. I feel like my mouth is moving. All right, okay, yeah. Hmm. So let's see, this is gonna be 2 frames at least. Then we have this one 2 frames. This one 2. This one probably just 1, 2, 2, 3, and then we get back to the so. Well, we're gonna try. So now I can, as I know, this is in the middle of them both. It's we're gonna see. It's not very fast movement, so I'm probably gonna be fine with just simple in-betweens. So no. This is gonna be very hard because I have quite a few in-betweens here, but there's not a lot of space. So this is, that's, well, we're gonna see if we need that many in-betweens. Like the idea though to practice a little bit more those settle very slow movements. Yeah, this is gonna be crazy. We see. Oh man, Jack, have a great first day at your new job, whatever it is. Thanks so much for taking the time to join today, and hope you. I'll see you again on Wednesday. So take care and be safe. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Maybe probably the eyebrow is moving way faster. So the eyebrow is gonna reach the final position way before the rest of the face reaches the final pose. So now all the elements are synced together. What is that symbol? No selection. Okay. Whatever. Let's see for how long. Just gonna need 24. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna push it a little bit closer now to the final pose. All right. I feel we definitely have to clean up here because the lines are getting very, very close together. So for example, here, those I'll keep it loose for now. And I'm gonna see if we can how those parts that are actually further away from each other gonna work out. So now let's see. I have this image now. I have this two poses. Now I'm gonna go in the middle of those two poses, which is here. Here we're gonna add this pose. So we have a little bit of a easing. And I think there it already made sense to get this X sheet before animating. So now I have a clearer idea. I want this to be now in the middle, in between those two poses of the eyebrow. Now I think I'm just gonna look at those parts that move the most, just to get a little bit of an idea where we are going here and how everything feels. What moves the most is basically those extremes here, the cigarette. But look at that, like here is already no space for in between. They're very close to each other already. Ooh. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So as I said, now I'm just doing those parts that are actually more or less defining my animation, I suppose, because I want him to lift his eyebrow, and as a result of the movement, the whole face is gonna be stretched. So this part here is affected, and the mouth, although the mouth, as you see, basically doesn't change a lot. Now I want to see how, now I want it in between, in the middle of those two. Let's see, this is gonna be here. Now let's get the onion skin on. Okay, we basically have, why don't I get the onion skin? Why don't I get the post before this one? Something is off. Okay, we just take it. And we get this. So now we have a very fast rise of the eyebrow. And for the rest of the animation, we're gonna probably just have a so this now should be the overshoot. It's not very clear here on the drawing. Where are the lines at? Okay. So let's see, just a slight overshoot. And then we're gonna see how this works. Nah, don't like the timing at all. It should be so much faster. So let's save again. Well, now it seems we have to take out drawings, which is probably a better situation instead of having to add more drawings, so won't complain. So let's take those out. And let's go extreme and take all those out. But there should be some kind of a overshoot, like that he goes just very linearly goes up. He should go like overshoot and then getting relaxing a little bit. I'm not really able to move only one side of my eyebrows. So I'm just doing two of them. So hmm. I'm gonna duplicate here, so I only gonna change for now the eyebrow here. And let's get a in between. Oof, they are very close already together. So I shoot it up a little bit further. So we have a little bit more space here to bring down the eyebrow a little bit. Wondering if we want to come back directly to the initial pose then afterwards. Hmm, hmm, hmm. I'm not really sure. But I keep the more extreme pose here. I'm gonna delete those. I still don't see the actual facial expression like behind all the animation. The idea was seeing him lifting his eyebrow, but it looks more like he's sucking on his cigarette, so I'm not buying it. Thanks, Adrian. It looks alright, but it doesn't really look like I intended it to look, so it's that is a problem. So I already feel like the mouth has quite little movement, so maybe we can push the last pose a little bit further by making more changes and I hope by doing more changes in the upper part of the face we're gonna get more focus on that part, because now it feels the upper part and the lower part of the face are stretched equally. Maybe. See how. No, not really. If this I don't know if there's anybody out there who can actually do this kind of what is happening here, man? Oh man. Something weird is going on. As always. Okay, it seems I got weird feedback here from my keyboard is doing, as always, whatever it wants to do, so it's frustrating. So I'm gonna restart here. Son of a gun. It apparently does this once in a while, as I told you about this really big problem that I have. It's apparently it's not the keyboard, it's a problem with the Bluetooth, because whenever I connect it to the MacBook, it works like a charm, but I get problems with the mouse. So on the PC, I don't have problems with the mouse, but with the keyboard. So now, who are you to blame? Bluetooth, Logitech, Mac, PC, technology. So, what the? Okay, no. I had the problem. Sometimes it just changes like the language you were, or not the language, the alphabet. It just writes in weirdest letters. Sometimes you have to laugh to not. So whatever this is here. So this live stream is all about crappy Logitech hardware that won't connect properly to my system. And as I am not allowed apparently to give a bad review on the keyboard on Amazon, as I tried it twice, so now I lost my mouse. This is just awesome. Now I'm gonna switch over. I'm trying to connect my mouse right now. There is my mouse. Can I connect it? Okay. Okay, now the mouse is connected. How are you doing today? on this beautiful live stream today, just sabotaged by hardware. Am I connected with the keyboard yet? This is just brilliant. Okay, gonna try to connect again. Keyboard here. It's pretty nice. It says like the keyboard is connected, which is not the case. If it was the case, I would be able to use it. Keyboard craft. So the keyboard is connected now. Is he actually? No, it's not doing whatever. Oh, okay, let's see. Can I do text? So I'm gonna make. Whoa. So look, this is happening when I want to write an E. Whatever, man. Whatever. So no shortcuts for today, which is gonna be quite a... I cannot even play the animation. All right. So I'm afraid I have to stop streaming right now and see if a restart will help to solve this problem. And as time was limited anyways for today, I'm afraid we're gonna have to postpone this animation for Wednesday. Wednesday's gonna be the next stream. I hope. I think I'm gonna get a new keyboard here. I don't know. So if this is not working out, I don't know what to do. Okay, so sorry for that problematic stream today. I'm gonna do my best to prepare for Wednesday and gonna give it all to recompensate this stream. So anyways, for those of you who still watch and join today, thanks a lot. Sorry again, this is how it's going. Have a great day and see you on Wednesday. Bye bye.